Hey, good morning. Yeah, another night where I wake up before midnight even. and stayed there for trying to get back to sleep for an hour, but unsuccessfully, obviously. And here I am at 2:22, creating a video that's different than what I had thought I was going to be doing today. And a lot of that has to do with a dialogue with my son, who posted a note on his wall in which he involved me. And anyway, the title is Ron. Please explain why you do it. Every so often since I began doing daily videos in January 2011, I get questioned by listeners wondering how I can be optimistic at some periods, then angry and resentful at other times. I am asked, why can't you be more consistent? Okay, that's a fair question, and even though I've answered it in other videos, I will do my best to focus on answering it again for those who may be new subscribers or listeners. You see, integrity to me means telling the truth. I'm not trying to sell anything, to raise money for some cause, or create a new religion. What I try to do is to honestly express my own experience of life so that others will be encouraged by simply knowing they are not alone in the natural feelings that arise as a result of living in a world that is so contradictory. When I am able to help people embrace the paradoxes of life, each forgiving him or herself for shortcomings, I feel I have made an important contribution. It doesn't matter if people agree with me or not. I know I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, my son sometimes tends to express things in a way that's more pessimistic than my own way of expressing things. But he reminds me that oftentimes I am pessimistic as well, because we all see the problems in the world unless we choose to live in denial and choose to see no evil and hear no evil. You know, the people that try to maintain the positive mental attitude and label everything that they don't like as negative and therefore to be avoided. Yeah, I have chosen to tell it like it is. Lots of people in our culture of lies wear masks. They put their best foot forward. I mean, a salesman may be in a really pissy mood and goes up to the customer with a big smile and a plastic grin, an inauthentic approach, but it's an approach that the Matrix tries to get people to conform to. Don't be real. Don't tell the truth. Don't be authentic. You know, put on a happy face. Smile, and the whole world smiles with you. Well, I'm not against people that are truly optimistic, people that are truly enjoying themselves. In fact, I love watching couples that I can tell really love each other. I love watching children play and squeals of joy if I'm not in a bad mood. Sometimes if I'm in a bad mood, the noise can get to me. But I enjoy the beauty of watching things in nature. When I was coming home, going on 6:30 last night, uh, between 6 and 6:30. When I was going home, I was seeing the sunset, and I realized how beautiful it was and how little I go out in the mornings to see the sunrise or in the evenings to see the sunsets. And when I see the beauty, I mean, it just thrills my heart. But I also get letters from people about the struggles that they're having, and I have struggles of my own. I thought I was going to be doing a video on the legal stuff that's going on in my world. I know I'm going to be working on that today. In addition to my normal Monday stuff, I have to make a telephone call to PNC Bank to get some information based on what the lawyer has told me to check about. In any case, I go with the flow of my life. And when I'm up, you're going to know that I'm up. And I enjoy listening to people that fill me with hope and express happiness. It makes me feel joy because it is contagious. And so is the opposite contagious. But what is the real expression? Some people don't see any value at all in me ranting and raving. And I mean, even Aristo in his wonderful video that he made with me on Friday last week, which is the Saturday video, indicated that, instead of just dumping it all out there, why not take it in and process it? And there's wisdom in that. There's wisdom in much of what Aristo shares, which is why I recommend his videos to people, and why we've tried to create a better way of presenting it so that there's not all the background noise. We've tried to filter out as much problems as we can, and we've tried to figure out how to equalize manually the volume levels, because they were very uneven, as you know if you've been listening. But in any case, others, even one of my friends from Europe, has at times made comments about the lack of value in venting and expressing things in an angry manner. Ironically, those videos where I express things angrily are often the videos of my own that get the most hits. They draw a lot of people. My the first video of 2015, that started the first minute of the new year, that was an angry video. And I'll bet you it's got the most hits of any of my videos for this year so far, and probably the most hits of any of my videos in the last 6 months. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the numbers. But in any case, people relate to somebody that's not sugarcoating things and not wearing a plastic smile. I don't resonate at all with the what's the guy's name in the Crystal Cathedral in California? That, to me, he's epitomizes the plastic smile syndrome. And so many TV personalities, whether they're news commentators or whatever, they want to put their image forward. I resonate with people that are willing to be real. I like it when people are willing to share their weaknesses and their shortcomings. That's why I like the ambassador, by the way. He may not express a whole lot of it in some of the things that go public, although he does a little bit. But I know some of the struggles he has. Someone that has all sorts of advantages, you might say, as far as being born with a lot of wealth and connections to people in high places, etc. But he's learned to be down to earth and real. And what he tells me about some of the other members of the Chinese dragon family is that they are just down to earth people. Even though they have a lot of wealth, they don't flaunt it. They live ordinary lives. They don't silver plate or gold plate their bathroom fixtures and stuff like that. They are normal people. And I resonate with normal people. I have always been someone that wants to root for the underdog. Now, I've been taken advantage of a number of times in my life because I've wanted to help people and believe the best about them, and I've allowed myself to not trust my gut and follow my heart, which is the advice I give to people all the time. In any case, I value the importance of simply being real. Authentic communication is honest communication. It's not communication that you can say is positive or negative, because sometimes it may seem one way and sometimes the opposite way. This is the type of person that has something to offer me. And so I resonate with it. Like Grandpa. I don't watch his videos all the time, but the ones I've watched over the years, he strikes me as being an authentic person. And there's others that make videos like I do that are just honest people. People trying their best to be in integrity, to tell their truth, and to help encourage others to stand up in a world where we're taught to comply. And I'm not one that's going to preach complicity and complying with the status quo. To me, I don't want things to remain the way they've always been. I want to make positive changes, and I believe love can do that. But what is love? Am I not being loving when I get on one of my angry rants? Is that not loving? No, to me it's very loving. Why? Because truth and love are the same thing. Honesty and love are the same thing. Being honest. This is what I'm feeling. And one of the reasons that I resonate so much with Aristo is because he also teaches that we are here to embrace our humanity, not escape it. It's not about denial. That's why when he said that denial, or that the characteristic of psychopathy, or of the beast, I should say, is denial, I was cheering. Yeah, of course it is. And so much of spirituality and religion and politics is denial. It's wearing the mask. And I appreciate my son. He's a lot like me. He does, from my perception, or at least this is what is communicated, the times when he's feeling some of these feelings that he gets in this place, it comes across to me as being pessimistic. He thinks that the death and destruction is just a normal part of life, and it's part of human nature to be psychopathic, and others have expressed similar things. I think human nature was messed with by somebody or something that did genetic modification, namely cutting off our own DNA and trying to dumb us down genetically. They've been doing that. Extraterrestrials have been doing that and messing with us for a long time. And I do believe that the real human nature is real, is authentic, is loving. It's not dog eat dog. It's not competitive. It's cooperative. But we don't see that in a culture that the status quo is about competition. It's about deception. It's about everything being dead. That's what corporate means. Corporate means, it comes from corpse. It's the dead, the living dead, the zombies. And it's the Matrix is a zombie world. And I don't want to give my energy to that world, which is why I choose to tell the truth, because truth is the most loving energy that I can be in, even when I'm angry and expressing my discontent with the way things are. That is loving. That is my way of loving you enough to not wear a plastic smile and pretend that everything is okay when I'm hurting inside. or when I'm resonating with someone else who is hurting. That's why I do what I do. That's why I continue day after day. There are days I don't feel like it. I don't get a lot of sleep, although the night before last I got 7 hours of sleep in 12 hours. I got 7 hours of sleep in 2 segments now. Approximately a 4-hour segment and then a 3-hour segment. But I go day by day by day doing what I do because I care. Because I want to help create a world of authenticity. A world where people are not afraid to say what's really going on with them. To express their emotions. To share their thoughts and their visions and their dreams. That's what I do. And that's what I encourage others to do. And if I can help others become more authentic and step out of the matrix enough to shift the energy so that we can create a world that has more opportunities and encourages creativity and personal growth. That's the kind of a world that I want. And it's why I do what I do day after day, even when I'm misunderstood, even when I'm criticized, even when I have to block people because I think they're just not getting it. And not only not getting it, but being mean in the way that they express themselves. Anyway, I've ranted here for almost 17 minutes now, and I guess I've done enough. But for those of you that don't understand why I do what I do, I hope this video helped to clear some of the possible misperceptions and misconceptions of what I do. Thank you for listening. Namaste.